Hi, Trip. How can I build up my confidence of taking things to a sexual level with women? I have a fear of doing so, even I know it's what should be done. I think it stems from fear of rejection, fear of being accused of being creepy, or of harassment, especially as I have little experience. I'll give a few examples. I went on 4 dates with a girl I found attractive recently, and nothing intimate happened. She had a great time, but after 4 dates, said she really enjoys spending time with me, but she thinks more as friends. I said, I hope you find what you're looking for in the end, but she knows where to find me if she changes her mind in the future. In another example, I was out with a few friends, including a girl I knew as a mutual friend. Throughout the night, she was very touchy and close to me, but I didn't know what to do, and I just felt anxious. In general, I have a lot of female friends, and they love spending time with me, but they just see me as a friend. Thanks, Sam. Yes, the typical friend zone story. This literally reminds me of one of my famous stories. Do you guys have that? Do you guys have like highlights, like famous stories from your past? They're only famous to you. It's like your own little inside joke. It's like these moments, these memories that you remember, and it's like I call it like one of your famous stories. It's like, oh yeah, that story. It's like you don't remember everything that happened in your past 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years of life, but you have those highlights. One of my highlights is I actually ended up in high school, which blew my mind, with one of the more attractive girls. So yes, I had an opportunity. I was into her and her friends. They ended up telling me that she liked me, and my mind was blown because I thought it was just a friend zone situation. And then she liked me, and then we hung out a couple times. I won't even call it dates. You're in high school. And we hung out a couple times, and I never went for the kiss. And she wasn't prude either. She's already been with guys at this point. And I remember that we had this moment where I could go for a kiss, and the next day she friend zoned me. And I know that sounds funny. I'm telling a story all the way from high school. But women are women, men are men. It's still all the same. It's still relevant. And so what's happening with you, Sam, is you're not taking these opportunities. I mean, duh, right? We know this. You're saying that you think it stems from the fear of rejection, fear of being accused of being creepy or harassment. Yeah, so that's where it's coming from. But let's weigh what's going on here. So let me kind of give you a new mindset. So what's happening here is you're in a lot of pain, enough pain that you wrote this whole email to me. You're listening to podcasts. I'm sure you're pretty annoyed. You're very bothered, Sam, by the fact that you're not taking any action here because of your fear. How much more fucking annoying is that? How much more annoying is that? That you're going through this right now, then you end up getting rejected. Because look what happened. You got rejected. You fear rejection, but you're getting indirect rejected anyways. That's right, you're getting indirect rejections. I call it an indirect rejection because it's not that you're getting directly rejected like you tried to do something and someone said no. It's that before even anything happens, the girl's like, he's in the friend zone. He's not being sexual with me. I don't see a man. I see weak. I see beta. He's in the friend zone. So that's what she's doing. She's putting you in the friend zone because that's how she feels about you, because you're not making that effort. You're not taking that chance. So I ask you to step into your manhood, to step into courage, and to get to the point where you realize, man, I'm already getting rejected. I got to try here. But let's dive deeper, because I know that won't be enough to change your mind, but it is something that does help, that whole mindset of the fact that you're already getting rejected anyways. But let's talk about your fear. You said you think this all stems from your fear of rejection, your fear of being accused of being creepy, or harassment. If you're going on a date with the girl, this is not harassment. If you're going on a date with the girl, this is not creepy. If you're going on a date with the girl, this is not inappropriate. And what I'm talking about is going for a kiss, at the very least. And it sounds like you're not even doing that. The reason why I'm saying kiss and not taking things sexual is because everything starts with a kiss. I can't imagine that you are going on these dates with these women and you're kissing and they're still friend zoning you. Maybe they are. That can happen. But you gotta just start with the kiss. After the kiss, everything else is easy. You just continue to progress forward and go through the physical escalation process. And then you don't need to worry about harassment or being creepy, because all you gotta do is continue forward until she says no. That's it. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to have sex without consent. You guys know that. I hope so. But she's not going to try anything. So you're going to have to make the move to go for a kiss. You're going to be the one who's going to have to make the move to take the clothes off and to continually to get physical and get sexual with them. And as soon as she's feeling uncomfortable, acting uncomfortable, and or saying, hey, no, let's not do this, let's not go that far, or I'm not comfortable yet, you stop. Simple as that. So, again, you're not going to be creepy or harassing any woman that you're going on a date with that's known as a date and then making a move. That's totally okay. That's totally fine to go for the kiss. Or else you're just going to continue to get in the friend zone. It took me many times to learn this, many friend zone mistakes to get to the point where I could finally and confidently just make a move, knowing that, hey, if I get rejected, I get rejected. And very little have I been rejected. And I'm not saying that as a look at me, I'm awesome. It just, you're going to end up, she's going to kiss you back. You're on a date. She's interested. She's on 4 dates with you. She's on 4 dates with you, so she's interested. Again, Sam, not trying to shame you, trying to motivate you, trying to just kick your ass a little bit, get you into gear. You got to make this happen. Stop being scared. I know that's the worst advice you can give someone, by the way, and I'll call myself out on it, saying stop. It's not good advice. Telling someone to stop is never good advice. You need to tell someone to start doing something. It's like when someone is in a smoking habit. You say, well, just stop smoking. That doesn't do anything, right? You need to tell them to start doing something as a way to break the habit. So here's my start for you. You're going to start going for a kiss at the end of the first date. You're going to be scared. You're going to have fear inside of you. You're going to be nervous. But you got to just start making the move and going for it, because you know that if you don't, you're going to end up in the exact same place. So that's why you're going to start doing it. And then you say in your first question here, your first sentence, you say, how can I build up my confidence of taking things to a sexual level with women? The answer is you got to start doing that. I'm sorry that that's the only answer that there is. But at the very least, the hardest thing is just going from nothing to a kiss. That's the hardest part. So you need to start doing that. And that way you'll become more confident. The only reason why you're not confident taking things to a sexual level is because you're not trying, Sam. So let's get this going.